Are you totally sober? Well, we've got 125 ways to fix that. Sotally Tober has everything you and your friends need for a fun, wild night that you'll never forget. Well, okay, you might forget it the next morning depending on how your game goes, but, well, you get the idea. Sotally Tober is easy to play, so you can learn the rules even if you've already had a drink or two. Just take turns drawing a card from the deck and doing whatever the card says. Oh, and be prepared to drink. Be prepared to drink a lot. And there you have it. You now know all the rules and are ready to bust open the game. Give the cards a shuffle and have a good time. Seriously, stop watching this video now. Grab a drink, call some friends, and start playing. Go on, do it. Okay, if you're still here, you probably want more details about how the game plays. Well, you're in luck. This next part of the video is just for you. To start the game, shuffle the deck and place it face down within reach of all players. The player with the closest birthday draws the first card, reads it aloud, and does what it says. Then one or more players will probably take a drink according to the card's directions. Finally, depending on the card's instructions, either keep it for future use or discard it into what we call the memories pile. Once you've either kept or discarded your card, the next player in clockwise order draws a card and does what it says. Play continues in this fashion as you all create some of the greatest memories that none of you will remember. Okay, let's take a look at some of the things you'll be doing in this game. To do this, we'll look at examples of the 6 types of cards. Brace yourself. These are activity cards. You can tell by their orange color and the indicated card type at the top of each card. When drawn, activity cards are resolved immediately and then discarded to the memories pile. For example, whoever draws the which activity card turns 2 players into specific animals who must stare at each other while making their animals sounds. The first player to laugh takes a drink. Easy, right? Yellow cards are secret cards. When you draw one of these, you do not read it aloud. Instead, keep it face down in front of you until you want to use it. This secret card allows you to assign your curses to other players, so you'll want to keep it until you have a lot of curses to ruin everyone's day with. Speaking of curses, these are some of the curse cards you might encounter during your game. Whenever you draw a curse, you simply do what it says, and then keep the card face up in front of you until another card instructs you to get rid of it, such as the Patient Zero secret card. If you draw the mummy card, you must wrap your face in toilet paper and keep it there until you can discard the curse. Oof, tough luck. Skill cards allow you to bother your friends and possibly end a few friendships. The hacker skill gives you the authority to command your friends to take a drink anytime you catch them using their phone, if you choose to do so. Like curses, skill cards are kept face up in front of you until another card instructs you to get rid of it. Decree cards function as curse cards that affect everyone, not just the player who drew it. When a decree card is drawn, its ongoing effect is applied to all players, and the card is placed face up next to the deck, not in the memories pile. This decree makes everyone coin their own porn star name. Until the decree is discarded, anyone who forgets to use these names takes a drink. Ouch. There's a silver lining, though. There can only ever be 2 decree cards out at a time. If a third is drawn, it replaces the older of the 2 decree cards already on the table, with that older card being discarded. There is one bonus card in the deck. Before the game starts, everyone decides on what will happen when this card is drawn. Have fun with it. Now that you've all seen all 6 card types, you're equipped with all the knowledge you need to challenge, chortle, and chug your way to a great night. While you can play with any number of people, the party gets better with each additional player. There are no winners or losers in Totally Sober. Instead, players should simply focus on enjoying the experience and the company of their friends. Players looking for a more competitive game are free to implement their own scoring system if desired. If you want to enjoy a crazy night but prefer not to drink, that's totally fine. Just grab a paper and pencil to keep score. Anytime a player would take a drink, they get a point instead. The player with the most points at the end of the game loses, just like in golf. But believe me, the similarities between Sotally, Tober, and golf end there. If you do choose to play with alcohol, remember to exercise caution. Do not force players to perform challenges they're uncomfortable with or that might result in bodily harm. If a player shows signs of intoxication, stop playing immediately. And as always, drink responsibly. That being said, if you ever need more outlandish challenges, you can always pick up Sotally Tober Close and Personal, 125 new cards that can either be played as a standalone game or added to your regular copy of Sotally Tober as an expansion. All that stands in the way between you and a thrilling night with your friends is buying a copy of Sotally Tober. So, what are you waiting for? Buy yours now, get some drinks, and prepare for a Sotally Tober experience.